So welcome everyone to this week's edition of Wi-Fi Wednesdays. I'm your host, founder and CEO of My Wi-Fi Networks, Kevin Z. And I want to do a sound check that I already did for those on Zoom. But if you are watching this on Facebook, type in hello on that. And I will leave this open on the background this time so I can see your questions there as well. I muted it out, so I'm kind of figuring out how Facebook does it. It's not the best experience because we're using a separate software to stream on Facebook, but I think now things are all good. So welcome everyone. As you know, Wi-Fi Wednesdays, we meet every single Wednesday here on Zoom and Facebook Live. We do the office hours, live Q&A at the end. So if you have a question, I will answer it live. We also do sales training, show off some of the new features in the system. I'll do some walkthroughs today as well. And it's also home of the 30-day Wi-Fi challenge. For those who are joining us, maybe this is your first week, inside the Wi-Fi Marketing Experts group, which by the way has a nice snazzy new logo. So let me know if you guys like that. We kind of wanted to sharpen it up a little bit. And if you go into the group, you'll notice that there's a pin post. The pin post is the first Wi-Fi Wednesday where we actually go through the entire 30-day Wi-Fi challenge. So make sure you watch this. And if you need, all the video replays are located right here. That link is the same as clicking on videos on the left. On your mobile phone, it's under photos or media. For some reason, they group it there. But either way, that's where you find it. Okay, so make sure you go through that if you have not already. Tons of great resources in that group. The group is really meant for sales and marketing purposes. It's not for support. You'll see me often, reply with a support link. If you're having questions about your shipping or your own personal account or how it's something that you're specifically working on, our support team can help you. So that's definitely where you want to go with it. Okay, so those who kind of saw the news last week or maybe missed last week, we did another review of our whole system. We totally comply with all the Facebook policies. They're doing some funky stuff now where some of the apps are not approving right away. There might be some delays. Make sure that you just limit the scopes you're using, kind of go vanilla, straight up app, set it up normally. Everything works if you just follow the simple rules. As soon as you start getting fancy, Facebook's changing some of their stuff, but we did a whole review and there's nothing that you have to change or do on your end at all. We made some campaign editor updates. So namely, one of the big ones was WhatsApp. So let me just jump over and show you guys right away how that works. So inside your campaign editor, you set up over here under the redirect. So one thing to note, I did cover this last week, but I'll just use for the sake of demo again, I'll pull up another client. So here we'll choose, maybe somebody you want to send me a Facebook page of one of your clients, and I'll use them as the sample here. I'm going to use the first one that I see. Please make sure it's a valid Facebook page and save everyone's time. Here we got Cantina 109. Thank you, Andreas. So I'm going to paste this in. Oh, come on, Andreas. I should kick you off the webinar right now. You gave me a bad Facebook page. Please send me the URL, the actual slash. The Cantina 109 might serve alcohol, so it doesn't automatically serve up any over 21 like bars or clubs or anything like that. But yeah, so got a couple other ones that are not in the right format. Here's another one. Thank you, Brian. Going to paste this in. Guys, come on. Can somebody send me a URL that works? Thank you. Here we go. Thank you so much, Danielle. Hold on, let me just get this right. Sorry, that's what Danielle sent me. I'm just going to get the slash Facebook page. Thank you so much. So this is the Sisters Saloon and Ranch Grill. So just by pasting that Facebook page in here, I have that. But let's say, for example, after clients log in, so here are the couple of changes that we made. After clients log in, first of all, we changed how this operates, the redirect and the thank you page. So first thing to note on the redirect, right now, if you have it set to manual, and manual is what it's set at right now, and you have redirect disabled, then what happens is as soon as the user connects, they hit the thank you page and that's it. Okay, so anything you want to have over here, like a coupon, offer, whatever you want to throw in here, however you want to style it, you can set all this up, keep it simple, obviously, throw in another image at the top here if you even want, and design this as you please. So we also obviously have the ability now to real-time view these. So let's say I wanted to bring in another graphic over here, and let me just pull in, standard icon just to show you for show. So if I wanted to come in and you connect, you see like a nice big icon over here. You see your offer, you see your Facebook page and all that. That's all generated in real time. So that's what people see on the thank you page. But then after they see that, I can choose to redirect them after a certain amount of time. So here, let's say I'll do 7 seconds. I can send them right to their Facebook page. I can send them to the App Store. And now I can also send them right to WhatsApp. Okay, so let me show you how this works. The best thing is I'm going to open up WhatsApp on my computer just because that's a nice way. Or I might actually, give me 1 second. I'm going to just share my phone. This might be a better way to show you because this will like natively pull up on my phone. But either way, if I have WhatsApp installed on my computer, which a lot of people do, the power WhatsApp users do have it installed. So here's what that looks like is literally WhatsApp that connects with your phone and all that. So that's cool. But here I'm just going to throw in a phone number. Now this is obviously a fake phone number. You want to make sure that this is a valid WhatsApp phone number. Okay. If somebody has a valid WhatsApp phone number they want to share and make public, and they want me to put in here, please send it to me. Otherwise, I'm going to just use this for now. What you want to do is choose your country code. So obviously there's all the different country codes here. Choose the right country code, enter your phone number, and then enter your initial message. Now, keep in mind, this is the message that your WhatsApp account is going to receive. So whoever's managing your WhatsApp account should know this, and you should add something here like, I am a Wi-Fi guest. Please send me, or please, let's say, keep me updated. Okay, so this is what is going to be sent as the message from the user. So I'm the guest connecting to Wi-Fi. As soon as I do, it's going to open up WhatsApp. It's going to pre-populate this message and send it to the business, this phone number, which is the business's phone number. They can then initiate a conversation and add you to a WhatsApp broadcast list. For more information on that, we have our support article. So if you go to support, you search for WhatsApp. We have the tutorial over here. So here's, it shows you how it works. You go to the redirect, enable WhatsApp, throw in a phone number in there. And then the user experience, they connect. After they connect, they get redirected to WhatsApp. I will preview that live for you right now so you can see it. And then after you do that, they get added to a list. If you want to learn more about that, you can click here. And this actually gives you not only the download for Mac or Windows. If you go to whatsapp.com/business, you find out all about the business app, which is right now for Android, but I'm assuming very soon it's going to be available for iPhone. This allows the business to run like bot style messaging, and they're very much going to have this operate like Messenger does with bots. WhatsApp's going to be the same thing, but more like ManyChat and stuff like that. Sorry, not ManyChat. WeChat and Weibo in China is huge. They actually, pay their cell phone bills. They pay their cable bills and everything like that through their phone, through this little tool. So WhatsApp is headed in that direction. And this is a way for you to start using WhatsApp as a connection method for your clients. So I'll set all this up. All that's good to go. I'm just going to preview this for you right now. At the same time, I'm also going to share my screen with you, my phone screen. The best way to do that, just for those Mac users, it's really easy to do. You just open up QuickTime and you go new movie recording, and you make sure that your phone is plugged in with a cord. So you use the actual cord. So that's me. Hello, guys. You make sure that you're plugged in with the cord. Okay. And 1 sec. Let me just clear my notifications here. And what you want to do is choose your source. So your source over here is not your camera, not this camera. You want to actually choose your external source. So here I'm going to use my iPhone X. It's going to then pull up iPhone 10, whatever you want to call it. This will pull up my phone. And there you go. That is my actual phone. Those are my 2 kids. So I'm going to show you here what I'm going to do. So first, I'm going to take this campaign that I made. I'm going to copy, or I can click that, or I can actually copy it. Copy the link address. Let me show you what it looks like in browser first, and then I'll show you what it looks like on the phone. So here I'm going to connect. I can connect with Facebook. Oh, I don't have the URL set. I had to change that app, but either way, I'll just connect with email right now. And connect, and here you're going to see my coupon offer, my graphic, my text, my like box, 3, 2, 1. You see the countdown there at the bottom. And then it's going to say, hey, you want to open up WhatsApp? And if I say yes, it's going to open up WhatsApp and actually said invalid phone number URL. I just got the message off screen because I entered a fake phone number. But does anybody have a WhatsApp phone number? Here, I got somebody from Glenn. So thank you so much, Glenn. I'm going to use your phone number in here to show you how that works. And we'll actually message you. And if you want to message me back, it's going to be pretty cool. We'll do like a live preview of how WhatsApp works right now. So on the redirect, because I would enter my own phone number, but then I couldn't preview it because I can't send myself a message like that. So I'm going to enter your phone number in here. So thank you so much, Glenn. And I'm actually change this message to be like, hello, Glenn. So let's see how this works now. I will do it twice. I'll do it first on, actually, no, I already showed you the experience on the computer. Let me show you it now on my phone. So the way I like to do this is copy the link address, and then I will open up my messenger. And first of all, another thing I want to add for those of you who use, the animated GIF or saw that little video I did for the animated GIF, this is the power of that. So you're seeing this preview run on a loop. Anytime I open up this message or I'm sending it to a client, it's super cool. I can click on this too and open it up, on my computer or on my phone. This will save that GIF. So it's a cool way to share any previews or demos. You can do an animated GIF of the whole login experience and share that with them. That's cool. Or you can also just send them a link. So I'm sending myself the link right now. And the purpose of that also is for me to hop on over to my phone. And here we go. I'm going to click on this message, unlock it with my face, and then click on the preview. So this is what it looks like for the preview. I see the Sister Saloon and Ranch and Grill. Obviously, if I click on that, I see my terms. I will accept, click on connect with email. I'm going to use my cool keyboard replace. If I could type. So that's, if you guys watched that little ninja trick before, anytime I have to type my email, which think about how many times you have to enter your email when you're typing on your phone. I just do KMW, stands for Kevin My Wi-Fi. If I type that in and press space, my email's there. So I never have to type my email again. I just do it once. So I did a video on that. You can watch that as well. But I basically enter my email. I click on connect now. I'm going to say connecting. Hey, thanks so much. Here's my coupon. I can like the business. I can see the countdown happening right there at the bottom, 3, 2, 1. Then boom, it actually opens up WhatsApp. I don't think I entered the right country code for you, Glenn, perhaps. Let me just make sure that I did that correct, because I do want to show you guys this demo properly and just make sure I didn't accidentally choose a different. No, this looks right to me. Perhaps it was something I did with the setup. Just try this again. So I'll hop on over. Go back to the Capture portal. And are you positive it is a valid WhatsApp phone number? But you'll see the experience here. It basically pulls it up. No, I'm getting the same error here. So we'll try it again. If somebody has another valid phone number, I'd be more than happy to add it. So Tony, thank you. I'm going to try yours quick. And then after that, I'm not going to try anymore because I know this works. So it's just a matter of setting it up and getting a valid number in there. So I'm going to set up just, again, how fast this is. I'm going to use another Facebook page here. We will do Coke. Actually, I would choose Coke. Let me try Pepsi this time. So here's Pepsi, and then we're going to redirect users. Actually, on manual, it's going to show that button here, so I can move on when I want. If I have redirect enabled and I have it on manual, it's not going to automatically time it. It's going to leave this button over here for me to, when I'm ready and I'm done looking at this and liking the business, I can then click that and then go on. Here, I'm going to enter this. I'm going to say hello there, and it could have been. I'm hoping it wasn't the punctuation or stuff I put in there, but let's just try that. Hello there. And then again, I'm going to take this preview and show you it on my phone, which I think is the better experience. So it actually, in the background there, it builds out this whole campaign in a static way so that it actually is load statically on Amazon. So I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy link address. I'm gonna hop on over to my messenger. I'm gonna send this again to myself. Then I'm going to share my phone screen. Here we go. That is the link. I'm gonna click on the second link over here. Here we go, I get the Pepsi login. I'm gonna log in with email. I'll get my thank you page with the embedded Pepsi box. And when I continue, that's strange. We'll have a look at that. We'll make sure that it's not an issue anymore. For some reason, it's not liking what I'm typing in there. But yes, we will get that all worked out. That being said, that is WhatsApp. You get the idea. It redirects you automatically to WhatsApp, pending you have a valid number in there and all the formatting is correct. Could have been the dashes when I copied and pasted. You should probably type that in. We're going to get to the bottom of that, and I will do another video for you guys that'll show you how it works. Another question I had from one of our partners in the group was about campaign colors. So his concern was that you tried to, and actually, if you give me your campaign, you know who you are on the call. If you don't mind, I can actually look it up, and I can edit it right now on the call. So Mickey Finn's Brewery. Let me see if I can find it through here. Is this it? Yes, I believe this is the Mickey Finn's. Yes, cool. So the idea was you think it's a little hard to see the terms here, correct? Was that the issue? Yes, cool. So how we would do that in the background section, you add the layer, okay? And you can choose over here opacity. So if you wanted to like really, you know, you don't have to make, you can kind of, you don't need the whole beer. Like here, if you want that, like to me, that's hard to read. Go like super high opacity. So like just here, so you can kind of see the beer. You can make out that that's a beer because you don't want somebody to focus on the beer. You want somebody to focus on the buttons. You want them to like say, hey, that Facebook button is easy to see. Problem is if I do this, it's hard to read the terms link. I'm like looking at the Mickey Finn's beer, but I'm not looking at the Facebook. You see how much more the buttons pop like this? You want the buttons to pop because that's what you want people to do. You want to click on those buttons. So I would recommend doing that. And if you want to darken things up, you can also do that. But I saw that when I opened this up, the opacity was here. And yeah, like ideally that's a good idea, but that's not so easy to read. If you want to go like this and you want to accomplish that, you can actually do the same thing and then choose your text color. But instead of black, because that black and black you can't read, you can go with a gray. So here you can read that, you can read that. These buttons still pop, you can still see the beer. And the reason we limit the design like this is to keep things simple. So do you want me to save that, Michael? Let me know if you want me to save this campaign for you. Sure. All right, and we might even like, do some activities like this. If you want to like, send your campaign to the doctor, so to speak, and you want me to like go edit your campaign live on this call, I think, activities like that benefit the whole group because you'll get to see some of the best practices and how I would do it and how, not to say that how I would do it is right. Many times I learn a lot of things from you guys, but, in times where you want to fix things up, sometimes it's easy for me to just jump on here and do that for you. So question here, can you make the accept button easier to read? I don't know what's not easy to read about that. But I am going to show you something now. This is a huge warning in advance. This is how to edit the CSS on our campaigns. I just want to preface this and please like take a screenshot of this. We're not going to support you with this. We're not in the business of teaching how to use CSS, teaching how to edit and, hack some of the stuff. But I will show you how to ethically hack our system now if you want to change some of the colors and really go crazy with some of the campaign colors. I don't recommend you do this. Again, I'm prefacing this. But if you want to change campaign colors, here's how you do it. And if your campaign breaks or the alignment's all messed up, please don't ask us how to fix it. Just delete your CSS code and that'll fix it. Okay, and I repeat again, we're not going to support this, but let me show you how to change some of the button colors. So I'll open up this campaign again. Now I can do this. I don't recommend, you can do it in here or the preview section is fine, but I'll just do it in here to show you how it works. So you want to right click. So I'm looking at the actual campaign itself in the live preview. Okay, if I wanted to change the button color, if I wanted to change this Facebook blue, I wanted to make it a different color, like totally different color. So I right click, I click on inspect. I'm doing this in Chrome. I recommend you also use Chrome to do this because they have really cool tools of how to do this. But you go here, you click on inspect, and also make sure that when you're right-clicking, you right-click on the actual element that you want to inspect. So here on the Facebook button, I right-clicked, I click on inspect. It's going to open me up right to that line. You're going to notice the CSS tag is called FB-BTN, stands for Facebook button. Okay, this is the color that's set, the hex color that's set there. You can go here. There's actually a tool to get the paint bucket, but ideally you should be knowing the hex code or the hex you want to type in here, or you can just type in things like red. And what that will do is actually change your Facebook background. Now, this will temporarily do it in the browser. The cool thing about this inspect element tool is it's not going to change your code. It's not going to save anything. It's not going to do anything. It's just going to do it while you're here. If you want to get rid of this, you click on refresh and it's gone. But if I wanted to apply this, I wanted to make this Facebook button red, what I would do is I'd go here, I'd copy this code. Okay, here's where it gets a little bit tricky, okay? Go here, you copy this code. Okay, you go into the advanced tab. You go down over here to the header thing. You type in style, so open bracket style. You paste your code, or I'll just actually type this in so you can see it. So the exact code of the entire thing. Again, huge thing here. We're not going to support you on this. If you know CSS and you've worked with CSS before, here's how you do it with our system. If you have not, please do not start working with CSS. Okay, so I'm opening up the style bracket. I'm entering my customization and I'm closing it off. Okay, I will then take that, click on save. And I can, obviously go in there and change other elements if I wanted to change other elements. I'm hoping I did that correct. Oh yeah, actually I did. One sec. Just going back here. So I have, I believe it was this campaign. So now when I open it up, you're going to see that Facebook button is in red. Okay, I can do this with other elements. If I right click and inspect, I can kind of see the elements. This little tool over here, the select element, will let me hover. If I click this once, it goes blue. It'll let me hover and select all the different elements on my page. So let's say this logo is cool, but I want it to be larger than 100 pixels. I can go do that. But you see here, if I do that, I got to change other things and mess with it. I don't recommend you do this, guys, but I've been asked a bunch of times, how do I do custom CSS? That's how you do it. Okay. And that's it on that. I don't really want to go deeper into that. So anyone have any questions that I can answer right now? Good question. Danielle wants me to talk about Ubiquity. Cool, because you saw that announcement we made. It was more that Ubiquity changed how they work. The issue is that they don't use a Radius server to authenticate. They use their own like custom thing, and it took way too long to authenticate users on that. So essentially what we did is we worked with their new system. We hacked it together. We requested a bunch of things. They finally built what they had to do. And if you go to our support desk and type in Ubiquity or Unify, you follow these instructions. Again, with Unify, you need to have a hosted Unify controller. If you don't know what that is, I don't want to like discourage people, but like you don't start learning something new if you're just new to this whole world. Stick with social Wi-Fi and sales and marketing. Find someone else who has set up a Unify cloud controller V5 or higher. Hire them, pay them to set this up for you. Give them this link, have them go through this configuration set. It's, I don't want to say lengthy, but we go into detail of how to set it up. So anyone who's worked with this before, they will read this and they will know exactly what we're talking about. If it is new to you, it might look like we are speaking a foreign language. So I don't recommend you start learning a new language. You might as well just call the translator and get them to read this, set it up for you. Everything is really straight up, and this finally works. So we've had a lot of concerns about Unify. That actually should have been like a slide in my presentation. Huge announcement about Unify, but we're treading carefully with this because, as you know, like Unify is, they've had their issues. So Great hardware. The whole software side of things is being improved. That's why we always recommend OpenMesh or Meraki or Aruba. But for UniFi, this is now all good to go. So you find this in our support section. We don't, again, we're not going to set this controller up for you. Hire a local networking professional if you are not one, and they will do it for you. UniFi is used when you're using Ubiquiti hardware. So Ubiquiti is a hardware manufacturer, just like OpenMesh and Aruba and Cisco. It's just another company that sells hardware. Yeah, it makes sense to work with any company that uses Ubiquiti hardware, because hopefully they have set it up, they know what they're doing, and you don't have to worry about the tech. Big thing here to succeed, if I can give like one tip to like really blow this up, is don't get drowned by the technology and all the techno babble and all the technical stuff. If you didn't study it, you didn't practice it before, don't start now. Stick with sales, stick with getting out there and pushing social Wi-Fi. Don't worry about setting up a network. All right, guys, I'm just reading some of your questions here. All right, got some questions here. Is there any concern in sharing the information with the internet company? I would not. I would like kind of I would house the information yourself, or I would work directly with the client. There's a lot of talk right now about taking the information and selling it and sharing it. I'd stay away from all that. The biggest beneficiary of that is the person or the company who gets the data. They want their customer emails, or if you are the marketing person in town, then you should be the owner of that. And then you could sell that list over and over and over again to all the local businesses. But no, you're not going to give that list to a local business. You're going to like email the list on behalf of the local business. That's what I recommend. So I would set it up by setting up a central CRM for yourself or using our system. Probably a CRM is a better idea, and then or multiple CRMs, whatever you're using. And if it's all you, segment that CRM by location. You can add tags, you can make different lists, all kinds of ways you can do that. And then every time somebody connects, they get auto-segmented in your CRM, and then you can approach local businesses and say, hey, I have a list of 2,000, 3,000, 5,000 people, 10,000 people that with the click of a mouse, I can send them to tell them to come for 2-for-1 lobster at your restaurant on Friday. So, I'm selling it for, do $1,000 for a broadcast. And I guarantee that if my list is 5,000, we're going to get more than 10, 15 people coming for that lobster, and you'll make your money back. So you make $1,000 by doing that. And you can rinse and repeat, do that all you want. All right, any other questions I can get to? Question, how do you do an animated GIF? I will show you that right now. So I use a tool called Giphy. Giphy Capture, I should say. I shared that in the group, but this is what the tool is. So at first, so it's basically this green part is what it's going to be recording. So if I just wanted to record this part, I want to record this for my animated GIF. It's super easy, 30 seconds max. So I basically just cover the area in green. I click and drag this to what I want to record. I click on the record button. It's going to start me off, so I can do that. Here we go, blah, 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 UniFi, and then that's it. I have my, now this is not the best usability. You got to drag this out of the way now. I don't love it about the app, but once you drag that away, you can see what you recorded. That's the whole thing. I can chop it. So if I wanted to chop the beginning and the end, I can trim it a little bit. And then I can do a thing like loop type. I can do it reverse, or I can do ping pong, which basically goes one way and then goes the other way. So this will ping pong back and forth, and this is a cool little thing. It's just an image. I can choose the size of that. I recommend for email, you do no larger than 480 or even 320 is really good for email. And another way to bring the file size down for email is if the frame rate, you can go HD or you can go like a low frame rate. And here, if you click on calculate size, it actually will process it in the background and tell you what it thinks it will be. So at ping pong, 480 pixels on low frame rate, it's going to be still about 2 megs. So, if I want to go down to 320 and keep it also at low, calculate size again. So let's see what kind of difference that makes. So that's how you do it, really simple. And then once you're done, you can process this. You don't have to check it. This is less than a meg. So I think this is good. I can save it. So I can actually save it as an actual graphic on my computer. So I recommend doing that. Alternatively, if you want to host it and upload it to Giphy, you click on that, add your tags, add your source URL, and it will upload it to Giphy and then give you a link where it's publicly hosted there. But for the purpose of how you guys want to use it, save the image so you have the actual physical file, and then that file you can take and you can share on SMS and on the web or wherever you want. Ibrahim, thank you. He's saying he just wanted to congratulate us for adding all the new features. I appreciate that. Thank you. So Don wants to know how to get the ads to show up in campaigns. I can quickly run through that because I haven't in a while. So let me just get to that here. So I'll close this Giphy. I'll open up a campaign here. So let's use my Pepsi one again. So the first thing you want to do is actually, before I edit that, you want to add your advertisements. So here you can add your ads. You click on create new ad. You either paste the URL, the image, or some code. I recommend you starting with the dynamic URL. You paste whatever URL you want, typically Facebook, Instagram, whatever. It'll automatically create the widget for you here. I'll just show you that quickly. So I did like Instagram. Let's say Coke. So whatever it is, I'm on Instagram's Coke page. This is not the right Coke. Either way, the image doesn't matter. I have this link. This is all I need. I just copy this URL straight up. I go back to the platform over here. I go Insta test. I choose dynamic embed. I paste that Instagram link right there. That's it. I click on save. This will automatically generate in ad units for Instagram that has, all embedded. It has the image that will load in a sec. There we go. And I can also I have an integrated follow button, and it also has my likes. It has like view more. It's a pretty robust widget. Like this shows you a lot of stuff that you can use for Instagram. It's pretty cool. You can one-click the comments. The cool thing about this, and I'll just show you right now. So the Insta test is there. So I'm going to then go add zones. So I'm going to create a zone. A zone is like a bucket for the ads. So I'm going to do Insta test zone. My ad format, I'm going to make it responsive. And then I'm going to choose which ads I want to include. I'm going to choose this Insta test I just did over here. So we're going to have this one ad inside the bucket, which is the zone. I'm going to do that and then click on save. And just give me 1 sec because it's loading a bunch of stuff in the background here. There we go. So I have my Insta test zone. I click that twice. And then what I'm going to do is go right into my campaign. I'm going to edit my campaign over here. I'm going to go to ads. I'm going to enable advertisements. Now this widget, I don't want to put it on the homepage because number one, I'm not open for Wi-Fi yet, so it actually will not serve up properly. I want to do it either interstitial or on the thank you page. Here we'll do it as an interstitial to show you. So I'm going to search for it, Insta test zone. I'm going to have my ad placeholder here, and put a redirect time of, let's say, 10 seconds or 7 seconds where I have to see this ad. And then I will serve up the same ad over here. You can see where it is placed. I will do Insta Test Zone again here in the middle area. So I have my enjoy browsing message, then I have my ad, then I have my Pepsi like box. Okay, so that's how I'm going to place these. That's it. I click on save, and let me show you how this looks. So go back to my Pepsi campaign. I will preview this in browser because it's a bit larger than my phone and easier to see. So I click on, so the whole login experience is the same. There I got my red cool button. I'm going to connect with email. Connect now. Then you'll see my interstitial ad that is shown for 7 seconds. And for some reason, it might be my ad blocker that's not showing up there. And then on the enjoy browsing here as well, I have the ad shown. And here, I think it is actually blocking. I have an ad blocker that is blocking this right now. But either way, that is how it works. And I get redirected on a click to WhatsApp. And then that it opens up directly in WhatsApp. Yeah, there is a replay link for all of these weekly sessions that I do. I covered that at the beginning. You go to the Facebook group here. Right over here, you go right at the top. It's pinned right to the top. So this is the first one. And then over here, video replays, you click on that. It takes you to the video section of the group. And here we have all the videos. Just keep an eye out for the longer ones, like these ones. These are not the same. These are different, even though they look the same. Different videos, just the thumbnail is the same. And we have all the videos listed here. We do offer DFY solutions depending on what you're looking to do. We have a minimum of $500 spend for the DFY now. So if that's something you want to entertain, let us know. All right, any other questions? I know we've been on for quite a bit, so I might shut this down very shortly. This is your last chance to ask a question. All right, any other questions you guys have, please chat with our support team. We're more than happy to help. Again, remember the Facebook group is not for technical support. It's not for personal troubleshooting. That is what our support chat is for. So make sure you take advantage of that. All right. I want to thank everybody who joined us on Facebook. Also, everyone who joined us live on Zoom. Until next week, I want you guys to get out there and sell, use all the tools that we're building to your advantage, and get out there and crush it with social Wi-Fi. Anyways, thanks again, guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.